The Naked Gun gets a 4K Steelbook announcement from Paramount. The Alfred Hitchcock 4K Volume 3 box set gets an official announcement from Universal. Shout Factory unveils their new November slate, including Fargo on 4K. Warner Bros. Announces a new Evil Dead Rise Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook just months after the standard 4K release. Umbrella unveils their new November announcements. More details on the Paramount Scares Volume 1 4K box set have surfaced. Disney continues to show that they care about physical media by announcing a ridiculously priced Blu-ray box set. And when are we getting Barbie on 4K and Blu-ray? Well, I may just have some answers for you. All this and more in the latest physical media report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, and today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 178. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray, and we've got tons of stuff to talk about. Last week was a little lighter on the announcements, but we've got tons of stuff to talk about here today. We've got rumors, we've got news and announcements, we've got what is new this week, tons of deals going on right now. But before we get into it, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We talk about 4Ks and Blu-rays and physical media and owning the movies that you love every single day here on this channel. So if you like that kind of thing, definitely consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, be sure, guys, to turn on those bell notifications for all future videos, and comment down below, guys, of everything that we discuss here today. What are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? And what gets your juices flowing the most? Let me know that in the comments section below. Now let's go ahead and jump into the rumors. And this isn't really what I would call per se a rumor, but we're going to talk about Barbie coming out on physical media. When the hell is Barbie coming to 4K and Blu-ray? Everybody wants to know this. I feel like I get this question all the time. So Warner Brothers is absolutely going to be releasing Barbie on 4K and Blu-ray. There's no question about that. But I have some interesting information here that I got from the Blu-ray.com forums, where Barbie is coming out on multiple different release dates in multiple different countries, and there's just all kinds of information. And I wanted to kind of break it all down with you guys here today, analyze it, and determine when exactly are we going to be getting Barbie. Of course, I don't know when exactly we're getting it, but around what time do I believe that Barbie is actually going to come out on physical media? Now, as we all know, if a movie comes out and it's doing good in theaters, they do not get in any hurry to release a movie on physical media. They're going to let it run in the theaters, because as soon as they announce that release date, it's going to make people think, okay, well, I can wait and I don't need to go back to the theater to see it because it's going to come out on physical media soon. Same thing happened with Top Gun Maverick. It was 6 months from the theatrical release date of that movie to when it actually came out on physical media. So I do expect kind of the similar time frame for Barbie there, probably 5 to 6 months. But we do have some interesting information here. We've got all kinds of different images as well from different countries, different editions of stuff that's going to come out. I'm not going to throw up every single one of those images. We do have an image of the 4K, which I do think is pretty accurate. This was on Blu-ray.com. Pretty cool looking 4K cover. I like how they work the 100th anniversary into the banner right there. And that's going to be interesting when we talk about the actual release date that's on Amazon, because that 100th anniversary doesn't necessarily work if it's coming out next year, which right now, guys, currently the US pre-order for Barbie on Amazon is February the 29th. Now, I do not believe this movie is going to come out all the way on February the 29th, all the way out on February the 29th. I think it's going to come out before the end of 2023. I think that 100th anniversary banner kind of indicates and kind of confirms that to be true, but I don't know why Amazon went ahead and put up the pre-order for February the 29th. I'm pretty sure I've seen this before, but most of the time what you'll see is no release date when you look on Amazon. So it's interesting that they have an actual release date for February the 29th for Barbie, which would be kind of unprecedented for this movie to come out 7 months after. That would almost be going back to the old model of movies coming out 8-9 months to a year on physical media from their theatrical release date. So I do find it interesting that they gave it an actual release date of February the 29th, but we have multiple release dates here we're going to talk about. There's a 4K Steelbook pre-orders that are currently up on Amazon France for November the 30th. Now, that's a more realistic release date for me. I could see Barbie coming out in November, right in time for Christmas, maybe early December as well. So I feel like that's the more accurate release date. Maybe we should be looking at the release date for France. And again, I don't know why they would be releasing it like 3 or 4 months before we get it in the US overseas in France. We also have a Netherlands release, a Steelbook release that's coming out on November the 22nd. We have a regular 4K and Steelbook for Germany coming out on October the 26th. So the release dates are really all over the place on all different parts of the world. So I do feel like, though, that the October-November timeframe is more realistic for this release, but I do not see this movie coming out in all these places overseas like 3 months before it comes out in the US. That just doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't think we have to worry about this movie coming out February the 29th. I think it'll be out on 4K and Blu-ray, probably realistically in November, maybe December if we're really pushing it. But the movie's doing incredibly well at the box office. They're not going to announce it till it slows down. Like, I think it's still in the top 5 movies. It's made over $1.5 billion worldwide. So they're not going to announce the official date until this movie slows down a little bit at the box office. But I did find it kind of interesting how we had all these different pre-order dates for Steelbooks and all that stuff. And I'm showing the Steelbook right now, really cool Steelbook. I don't know if any of these actual like cover arts are confirmed or if they're the actual design that's going to be on these when they actually come out. I think that some of them probably are. But we could get an entirely different slipcover. And if this does end up coming out in 2024, we shouldn't be getting that 100th anniversary banner on the Barbie 4K that has all the pink and stuff incorporated with that 100th anniversary, because it would not be the 100th anniversary anymore, so that wouldn't make any sense. So I think that almost confirms that we're not getting it in 2024. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I just wanted to break that down for you in the rumor category, because again, none of this stuff is confirmed yet. So let's go ahead and jump into the news and announcements, guys. And we had the official announcement. We talked about this a few weeks ago on the Physical Media Report when we got rumblings and rumors of this coming out, but the Hitchcock Volume 3 4K set is officially supposed to be coming out from Universal on October the 31st. Of course, we're going to be having 5 films in this set. We're going to have Rope, The Man Who Knew Too Much, Torn Curtain, Topaz, and Frenzy, all coming out with native 4K scans with HDR10. So no Dolby Vision on these releases, just HDR10. And in addition to the sets that is currently available to pre-order, the 5-film set, there is also individual 4Ks of each one of these movies. So if you only want certain movies, I've heard some people say that Rope's the only great one in this set. They don't care about the other ones. They're fine with just having the Blu-rays. If that's the case, if you only want a couple of these films, you can pre-order all these individually on 4K currently on Amazon, and I believe Groove as well, if you don't want all these movies in the set. Now, me personally, I have Alfred Hitchcock Volume 1, I have Volume 2. I'm gonna want Volume 3 as well, just to complete that set. And I haven't actually seen any of the movies in this set, so I don't care if people say they're mediocre. I feel like mediocre Hitchcock is still very good by just general movie standards, so I feel like I'll be happy with most of the movies in the set. I didn't love every single movie that was in Volume 2, but I still thought that overall it was a very good set, and I enjoyed all the movies in it, and I'm sure that this one's going to be the same. And all the transfers that they've done for all the Hitchcock films in 4K have just looked beautiful, like immaculate across the board. So I'm super excited for this set. Let me know if you are in the comment section below. Now let's talk about Naked Gun from the Files of the Police Squad coming to 4K. Just getting a 4K Steelbook from Paramount on November the 28th. This is going to be a native 4K with Dolby Vision and HDR10. And as of right now, guys, there is just a Steelbook version. So they're kind of pulling a Sony here, just releasing the Steelbook. And I think that Paramount has done this before. I'm thinking of Event Horizon that came out with just a Steelbook last year, and then a slipcover came out a few months later. So I imagine that maybe the same will be with this one. I don't love this trend though of just releasing Steelbooks and not doing slipcovers. I always want the option because I may not always want the Steelbook. Sometimes I just like a good slipcover, and if I buy the Steelbook because I just want to watch the movie on 4K and I'm afraid it's going to sell out because it's a Steelbook and Steelbooks just sell out quicker than regular slips, then later on when it comes out with a slipcover that I like and I want to get, and I probably would have rather had in my collection, I'm not going to get it because I already own the movie. So I do think that that kind of stinks that we're just getting the Steelbook option. But that being said, it is a gorgeous Steelbook. I do like the design on this Steelbook, and I love this movie. I am all for, I know some people saying, I don't need this movie on 4K, I don't need that movie on 4K. I am all for, at this point, everything being on 4K, because recently I've watched movies like Ferris Bueller, I've watched movies like Matilda, and those movies look great, and I never would have thought to myself, I need Matilda on 4K like 2 or 3 years ago. But as of right now, like, I want everything on 4K. I think everything has the potential to look better on 4K. So why wouldn't you want all of your favorite movies on 4K? Yes, I know you have to buy them again, and some people may not feel like doing that, but the good news is you don't have to. If you're happy with it on Blu-ray, you don't have to rebuy it on 4K. But for those that may want to, I think it's a nice option. And I'm down for all the comedies from the 80s, from the 90s. I want all the Jim Carrey stuff. I want all the Adam Sandler stuff on 4K at some point. So I think this sets a nice precedent and lets the studios know if this stuff sells well, that people want comedies on 4K, and I want more of that. So hopefully we get more of that stuff in the future. Naked Gun on 4K though, guys, this is one of my favorite comedies of all time. There's no way I'm not getting this. I love all of Leslie Nielsen stuff. Airplane, we're still waiting on that to come to 4K. I got a rumor, I think like a year or two ago, so I'm still waiting on Paramount to do that one. But Naked Gun on 4K, guys, I'm super excited for this. The Steelbook looks great. Let me know if you are in that comment section below. Now let's talk about Evil Dead Rise getting a 4K Steelbook from Warner Brothers on October the 3rd. The pre-order is up right now currently for $32.99, and this is the US version of the Steelbook, because overseas they got a version of the Evil Dead Rise Steelbook that a lot of people imported because they thought at the time that was their only option, because we just got a slipcover 4K and we just got a slipcover Blu-ray over here in the US. Now this Steelbook, I think, is supposed to have the special features, the commentary, and a couple of the other special features that were on that overseas release. So I think that this one is going to have more features in it than the standard 4K. So that definitely adds to the incentive to maybe wanting to pick this up. But I still think it's crap, guys, because if you bought that 4K when it came out for $27.99 with no special features, no commentary, and now they're saying, oh, well, we got the commentary and we got the features, now it's in this Steelbook, you can go ahead and get that, and you're like, what the hell? I bought it, the slipcover, because I thought that was the only option. I just think it's a very shady move. It's a dick move by Warner Brothers, to be honest, to do something like this. Like, this is what Universal's doing right now. And I just don't like it. Like, I don't like the trend of releasing slipcovers and then releasing Steelbooks later on. And I don't like the trend of doing Steelbooks and then slipcovers later on. I just think it's crap. So yeah, this whole situation is total crap. And it's just teaching us as collectors, as consumers of physical media, to hold off on this stuff. Like, if it comes out, if Evil Dead Rise, if the next, studio movie comes out on 4K, it doesn't get a Steelbook, or vice versa, it gets a Steelbook, no 4K, it just teaches us to wait for what we want, and we're not going to buy this stuff day one anymore. If a Blu-ray comes out for a new studio movie, especially from Universal, we're not going to buy it day one anymore, because we know what's coming. You studios are looking to screw us and make us buy the same movie twice in the same year. Like, that's ridiculous. So I think this Evil Dead Rise 4K Steelbook announcement is complete crap. The Steelbook looks nice, and I get it if you want to get it because you're a collector, and hopefully you didn't buy that 4K version, you held out for this release. But it's crap what these studios are doing to us. They're preying on collectors because they know that's who is collecting this stuff now. It's collectors that want this kind of stuff, and they're going to take advantage of us, and we have to stand up for ourselves and stand our ground sometimes to say, no, release the Steelbook when you release the 4K slip. You give us the option then, so we know what we're working with. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about that, though, in the comment section below. I imagine everybody's got opinions about the Evil Dead Rise. I'm glad that I don't care about the movie that much to get the 4K Steelbook. I'm fine with the slipcover. I don't have any of the other Evil Dead movies 4K Steelbook, so I don't need this. But I know that some people are Steelbook collectors and they would want to get this, but they already bought the 4K and it just sucks. So let me know what you think of it in the comment section below. Let's talk about the Shout Factory November announcements. I did an entire video on this last week, so I broke it all down in greater detail, but Fargo is coming to 4K on November the 7th. It's also getting a Snow Globe special edition if you want to pay $60, $70 for an extra Snow Globe edition, which I do think the Snow Globe looks very cool, but I'm not paying that kind of extra money for that. Silver Bullet on 4K, November the 21st. I'm very excited for that. Tales from the Dark Side's coming out on 4K on November the 28th. Death Wish, the Bruce Willis Death Wish, not the Charles Bronson one. Death Wish from 2018, directed by Eli Roth, is coming out on 4K on November the 28th. We also got Chopper starring Eric Bana. This is an Australian film that I believe came out in 2000. This is getting a Blu-ray release from Second Sight. We talked about that last week. Well, it's also getting a Blu-ray release from Shout Factory on November the 28th. We got the Sonny Chiba Collection Volume 2, which is 7 movies, coming out on November the 14th. Farscape, the complete series. And I know this was a big show on the Sci-Fi Channel back in the day, so I imagine some people, sci-fi nerds, are definitely excited. This one comes out on November the 21st. We also have Surviving the Game, which comes out on November the 14th. I know a lot of people are kind of excited for this one. I think this is a first time on Blu-ray situation. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And then finally, for the first time domestically, we have all 7 of the Police Academy films in a nice little box set release. So this is all 7 of the Police Academy films, including the last one where I think it's called like Goes to Moscow or something like that. But really cool announcement by Shout Factory. I'm a little surprised that they didn't do at least the first one standalone, in case people just wanted to get the first one, maybe a 4K release of the first one. So I'm kind of surprised they didn't do that. They just went ahead and lumped them all together. But I definitely think it's a really cool release. And if you don't own any of the Police Academy films, I do have the overseas version. So I don't think that I'm going to get it, at least not initially, maybe later on in a sale. And we don't know at this point if it's going to have like new special features or anything like that. But I do think it's a really cool announcement to have these movies for the first time available in the US. So definitely good on Shout Factory for doing that for sure. We also have The Nun 2 coming out on 4K and Blu-ray. This just came out in theaters over the weekend. It's up for pre-order right now on Amazon and on Groove.com. This is coming out from Warner Brothers. No official release date as of yet, but if you're excited to own The Nun 2, you just watch it in theaters. I did hear it was better than the first, which doesn't mean much to me, but I did hear it was better than the first. So maybe you jumped on there and you pre-ordered this right away. I think it's a little bit cheaper though. I will say this, to pre-order on Groove. I think it's $24.99 on Groove and it's $27.99 on Amazon. So there's that. Terms of Endearments gets a 4K announcement coming out as a Paramount Presents on November the 14th. So I've actually never seen this movie. I think it was a Best Picture nominee back in 1983. And I'm excited to get this and watch it. I love collecting for Paramount Presents. And this looks like a really cool release coming out on November the 14th. We got the Paramount Scares Volume 1 4K set. I did an entire video on this last week as well. This is coming out from Paramount. This is going to include the films Pet Sematary, Smile, Crawl, Rosemary's Baby, all on 4K. Of course, Rosemary's Baby yet to come out yet, but it does come out individually on October the 3rd. And a first time to 4K exclusive title is going to be in this set, and they haven't yet named this title. It's a mystery title, but we did get some clues, some hints when they did the actual press release of it, which came out after I shot my video, so I didn't get to talk about this in the video. A lot of people, including myself, were speculating on The Ring, but since they're saying this is supposed to be an R-rated gory horror title, this is not going to be The Ring because that is PG-13. So what does that leave at this point? Some people were speculating Sweeney Todd. Personally, I wouldn't mind if they threw in Friday the 13th Part 2. I really don't think they're going to do that, but I wouldn't mind it. So yeah, I heard several people suggest several things. I'm hoping that it's not just the Pet Sematary Bloodline movie that they're going to throw in this, or something cheap like Orphan First Kill or something like that. Hopefully it is something. Hopefully they dig back in their back catalog and they pull something out from the past and restore it in 4K for the first time, because I think that depending on the title, that could really sell this set, because a lot of people are on the fence about it. It means a lot of people own Pet Sematary. If you wanted that on 4K, you already got it. You know, Smile and Crawl, I don't own those yet. I never bought them, but also I never bought them for a reason. I didn't love those movies. Rosemary's Baby, I don't have yet, so I'll definitely, depending on that 5th title, I'll hold off on Rosemary's Baby, and I might just grab this set because 3 out of 4 already I don't own on 4K. So it's a cool set though. I like the design of it. It's definitely something that I think that's good, that's very cool that Paramount's doing, and could lead to other cool box sets. Like I would love a Friday the 13th 4K box set, just the first 8 Paramount titles. I think that would be pretty damn cool. But anyway, this comes out on October the 24th, and it's also going to be featuring a collectible logo pin, also stickers, and a new Fangoria magazine as well. So there's going to be an exclusive Fangoria magazine in this set, which is definitely cool. So let me know if you're excited for the Paramount Scares Volume 1 box set from Paramount. Let me know in that comment section below. Stalag 17 is coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber on November the 21st, and this is a film directed by Billy Wilder. So this is something that I'll probably end up getting at some point in a sale, but it's going to be a new 4K restoration with Dolby Vision, HDR10, and 2 brand new commentaries. Not just 1 new commentary, but 2 brand new commentaries on this release. And yeah, Kino Lorber just always does great work. I'm going to try to make a point to buy every single one of their 4Ks when they come out, regardless of the movie. Even if I don't get it right away, I'll get it in a sale later on down the line. But really cool artwork on this as well. I love the artwork on it. But yeah, Stalag 17. Let me know if you're excited for it in the comment section below. Babes in Toyland is coming to Blu-ray as well from Kino Lorber on November the 21st. This is a movie that has Keanu Reeves, Drew Barrymore. I remember having this. I have like vivid memories of owning this on VHS, and I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid. So I think I used to watch it before I even knew who Keanu Reeves was, before I watched Speed and all the other movies he was in the 90s. I watched Babes in Toyland. So, yeah, cool announcement, though. It's cool that Kino Lorber's putting this one out. I'll definitely grab it and buy it just for nostalgic purposes. But let me know if you're excited for that in the comment section below. We also have the Umbrella November announcement. Some cool stuff coming out of Umbrella in the month of November. We got Lord of Illusion, which is the, I think, the 3rd Clive Barker directed film. He only directed 3 movies, and we're getting Hellraiser on 4K, getting ready to get that. And we got Nightbreed on 4K, and Lord of Illusion is coming out. So all of his movies are getting special edition releases this year. Now, this is not a 4K, it's just a Blu-ray box set, but a really cool Blu-ray box set with some awesome looking artwork on it. We also have Red Rock West, which is a Nicolas Cage film, getting a Blu-ray box set. So I know a lot of people, when I did Nicolas Cage month on my channel last year, were hyping this movie up and saying it was great. So I imagine a lot of people are excited for this one. We also have the FP Collection, which I think has 4 movies in it. It's a Blu-ray box set as well. Not too familiar with this franchise, but if you are, cool, you may be excited. We also have Turtles 1 through 3, the first Turtles, Secret of the Ooze, and Turtles in Time, all getting a Blu-ray collection set from Umbrella. I would love it if this was 4K, that we need 4K of the Turtles. Now, I could care less about the 3rd one, but it will be cool to have all 3 of these movies in one set. So I will probably end up getting this. But, and again, it's got cool artwork, and it's the Turtles. I love the Turtles. So let me know what you think of that in the comment section below. We also have Animal House getting a 4K Essentials Collection box set from Universal on October the 31st. So this is another one in their long, new line of little box set releases with cool booklets and additives in it and stuff. Universal's been doing this all year with Jurassic Park, Big Lebowski, some of their other films. And they're doing it with Animal House. A lot of people said, I already have Animal House on 4K, Ken. Why do I need this? You don't. This is just for collectors. And maybe you didn't buy the 4K. Maybe you want a cool edition of Animal House. You can get it. Again, it's always, it sucks when we don't have enough physical media, but it's never a problem when we have more physical media. You don't have to buy it, but it is cool to have options, is what I always say. Same with Schindler's List. It's getting a 4K Essentials Collection box set from Universal on October 31st as well, which is another, good, nice little box set with additives and posters and booklets and all this stuff in it. It looks like a really cool set. Again, I own both of these movies on 4K, so I'm not going to get it, but somebody might want to get it. So let me know if you're excited for those 2 in the comment section below. We also got U571. This got a 4K announcement from Studio Canal, getting a regular 4K and a Steelbook coming out on September the 25th. This, of course, is a UK release, so you're going to have to import this title if you want it. I recommend getting on Diabolic or Orbit or one of those places so they can do the importing for you and cut down on those costs. But looks like a really cool Steelbook, though. I like the design of this Steelbook. Nice looking slipcover. So if you like this movie and you want it on 4K, it'll probably come in the States at some point, maybe a Lionsgate Steelbook, because they tend to do a lot of the Studio Canal stuff. But if you want it right now, really cool Steelbook. You can get it on 4K. It comes out this month, September the 25th. We got The Sandman, which is a Netflix show, exclusive show coming out on 4K and Blu-ray from Warner Brothers on November the 28th. So I don't know if this is some kind of like licensing deal with Netflix, because this was an exclusive show to Netflix, but it's also a DC comic, I believe, which is owned by Warner Brothers. So maybe they said that they could have it for a year, exclusive rights on Netflix, and then they're putting it out on physical media. But it's always cool to see a streaming show get a physical media release. So The Sandman 4K Blu-ray, very exciting stuff. Let me know if you're excited for it in the comment section below. We also have Sympathy for the Devil getting a 4K Steelbook, which is a movie starring Nicolas Cage. I've heard mixed things about this, but I'll probably end up watching it at some point. Really nice looking Steelbook coming out from RLJE on November the 14th. We also have the Disney Animated 100 Film Legacy Collection coming out from Disney on November the 14th. And this is going to include 100 of Disney's animated films, starting with Snow White from 1937 and ending up with Elemental from 2023. And this set is currently set to release with a suggested retail price of $1,500. So are you excited to pay $1,500 for a 100-movie animated box set from Disney? Really shitty 5th grade school project looking packaging? Let me know in the comment section below. I discussed this a lot on a live stream that I did last night. I think this is the most ridiculous, laughably priced box set for physical media that I have ever seen since I've been collecting physical media. I think this thing is a joke. I can only hope by the time it comes out, Disney comes to their senses, lowers this thing down to 400 or 500, because that's the only way they're going to sell any copies of it. And I just think it's very stupid and unnecessary. And all these movies, I think except for one, have Blu-ray releases already. So who's buying this? Please let me know in the comments section. I'm going to get hot and heated again, and I'm going to start cussing. And I don't want to do that in the Physical Media Report. This is supposed to be a professional show. But Disney just makes me so angry with this shit. It's not even funny. I can't do it. But let me know if you're getting it in the comments section below. $1,500 for 100 animated movies. And they don't even have all the animated movies because they're missing some of the direct, sequels, like the Aladdin sequels that went straight to video. That would have been cool to include in the box set. But they didn't, because it's Disney and they don't give a damn about anything. What is this? What is this? What are you all doing? Moving on. Let's go ahead and get into the deals, guys. We've got the Dark Knight Trilogy 4K currently on sale for $34.99. So if you missed out on all these Christopher Nolan Batman movies, they're pretty cheap right now. Dawn of the Dead is on 4K for $23.99. Looney Tunes Volume 1 Blu-ray from Warner Archive is on sale for $8.90. Very good price for that. Mad Max Anthology 4K is $45.09. The Last of Us 4K, the whole season, is $26.18. Station 11 on 4K is $12.10. Super Mario Brothers movie on 4K, guys. This thing came out at $30. This is what I tried to tell my wife. She made me buy this for her because she loved the movie. It's like, this movie's going to go down in price. It's currently $18.49. It's like $12 cheaper than when it came out like 3 months ago. So come on. Avatar: The Way of the Water on 4K for $24.99. East of Eden on 4K is $24. So that came down $6 from when that first came out. Fast X on Blu-ray for $20.49. Transformers 4K Steelbook set for 116 cents, guys. That's a very good deal. That's a very nice Steelbook set. It really is. Now the movie's questionable. If you like the franchise, you like the franchise, but that is a really nice Steelbook set. Those Steelbooks are all beautiful, so I do recommend that. 116, not a bad price for all 6 Steelbooks. Salt on 4K for $13.50. Yesterday on 4K for $10.99. There's tons of deals, guys. The Shining on 4K for $14.99. Joker on 4K for $14.99. Polite Society on Blu-ray for $10.99. Adaptation on 4K for $15.50. Possessor on 4K, which I actually did buy myself, is $16.99. Ant-Man 3 on 4K is $22.99. Knock at the Cabin on 4K is $17.87. Champions on Blu-ray, I think that was like $25 when it came out, is $14.99. Shazam 2 on 4K for $17.99. Nope on 4K for $14.99. Beetlejuice on 4K for $14.99. And The Invisible Man is on 4K for $10.98, which is a great movie. $10.98 on 4K. That's a great price for that release. So let's go ahead and get into what is new this week. We definitely have some cool stuff, some very cool releases coming out this week. September is actually a pretty badass month for physical media. Batman Mask of the Phantasm comes out on 4K from Warner Brothers for $25.99. It's also getting a comic book Best Buy edition for $32.99. So very cool release. I'm excited for this one. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up this week. I may wait and see if it drops in price in subsequent weeks. I'm going to grab it before the end of the month because I do want to watch it. But I feel like this is one that may drop down to like 22 next week. So I'm going to hold off. It's a nice slipcover. I do want it. Batman Mask of the Phantasm coming out on 4K. We also have The Last House on the Left finally coming out on 4K. Got delayed a couple of weeks from Arrow Video for $25.66. If you want to know what I think about this title, I already reviewed it on my channel. Go check out the review. I'll try to link it up there somewhere. We have Walkabout coming out on 4K from Criterion for $33.99. We have Shrek the Third coming out on 4K from Universal for $21.99. We have Air on Blu-ray coming out from Warner Brothers for $22.99. Not a bad price for that movie, and that's actually a really good movie. I watched that on Amazon Prime. You know, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, great cast, great performances. It's directed by Ben Affleck, so that was a really good movie. Probably one of the best of the year. I do recommend that. Kick-Ass 2 on 4K from Universal for $21.99. Another one that I do want, but I'm going to wait a couple of weeks to get it. But I do want that one at some point. Ghoulies on 4K, guys, getting an MVD laser vision Number 2, collector sets. And I'm excited for this line, guys, because I already did watch Ghoulies on 4K. I'm going to review it soon on the channel, but Swamp Thing on 4K looked great, so they are knocking it out of the park with this line. And it's $33.49 right now, but you can also get just the MVD Rewind edition on Blu-ray for $26.98. If you don't want to get the 4K, Ghoulies 2 is on Blu-ray as a part of the MVD Rewind line for $26.98. Now, definitely show some caution with this one because they did say that they may be doing Ghoulies 2 on 4K. They tried to be upfront with you, unlike all these other studios. They tried to be upfront with you and they say Ghoulies 2 may be coming to 4K. We're trying to do it right now. That's what MVD said. So if you buy this Ghoulies 2 on Blu-ray and the 4K gets announced, you have yourself to blame because I told you right now not to get it. Wait on the 4K. But I will say that the Ghoulies 2 Blu-ray, I'll watch that too. It's a great release, so I recommend it. $26.98. Kiss the Girls on 4K coming out from Paramount. I don't know why this doesn't have a slipcover, but it's not showing one for $27.99. Irwin Allen Master of Disaster Collection coming out from Shout Factory for $106.99. Very steep for that box set, but it's a really cool set. It's got 7 movies in it, and I haven't seen any of those movies. I love disaster films, though. Postman Fights Back coming out from 88 Films for $22.99. We also have Smile getting a 4K Steelbook from Paramount. I like the packaging on this. I do, but I just don't love this movie. Really nice looking Steelbook coming out from Paramount for $27.99. It's got a slipcover and everything. Poker Face Season 1's getting a Blu-ray from Paramount for $29.99. We also have Cobweb coming on Blu-ray from Lionsgate. I'm excited to get this one and watch it this week because I've heard good things about the movie. That's coming out for $16.99. We got The Pack coming out on Blu-ray from Scream Factory for $24.99. The Walking Dead Dead City is getting a Season 1 Blu-ray release from RLJE for $18.89. We got The Prodigal Son coming out from Arrow Video for $26.98. We got Joyride coming out on Blu-ray from Lionsgate for $19.96. We got 3 new Kino Lorber releases, including After Dark My Sweet for $17.99, The Beast for $14.99, and Final Cut, which is a remake of One Cut of the Dead. I think a French remake. That is coming out for $19.99 from Kino Lorber. We also have Aporia coming out on Blu-ray from Wellgo USA for $18.98. We got Magnum Cop coming out from Raro Video USA for $19.99. We have Island Escape coming out on Blu-ray from Epic Pictures for $14.99. We have Between Two Worlds coming out from the Cohen Media Group for $19.99. We also have 5 new Lionsgate Walmart exclusive Steelbooks coming out this week. Now, you may see these in stores, but you may have to order these online. I ordered one online myself. Now, these are all Blu-ray Steelbooks, so definitely keep that in mind. None of these are 4K, but we do have the 2 Rob Zombie Halloween films coming out for $24.96. We have the Saw 1 through 8 collection coming out for $39.98. We also have the Leprechaun 1 through 8 collection coming out for $39.96. We got the Firefly Trilogy collection coming out for $29.96, and we have the Blair Witch 2 movie set, which includes Blair Witch Project and Blair Witch from 2016, coming out for $24.96. And with that, guys, we are done with today's physical media report. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. Definitely, if you can, drop me a like, drop me a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on those bell notifications for all future videos, and follow me on all of my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.